chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. Complete, the tight end Kelce.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check safety, check safety. Hey, rip list. Yellow. 56.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 1, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The slot man in motion right. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 9 yards that time.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, it seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Your track. Mike's 22.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yellow. King. Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterback.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right? No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Check 52. Attack. Easy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Tony. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Given 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Kelsey, a nice catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Mahomes will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Mahomes going to throw it here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Down inside the 10.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild